Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to our Soma blind playthrough, and this is episode number 11. I hope you're having an excellent day. Welcome. In the last episode, we discovered that we're going to need to shift bodies, which is a bummer because I really like this body that I can't see. I really like Imogen Reed's body. That's a weird thing to say. I like the body I've been inhabiting, but we need to shift bodies so that we can get inside of a suit so that we can go down into the abyss, into the deep, the depths. To do that, we need three things: structure gel, power pack, cortex. We have structure gel now, and we're learning all about what structure gel is in the meantime. I don't like what I'm learning. Now we need power pack and cortex. We have stairs that go up. We have stairs that go down. So let's go down first. I just have a feeling at some point we're going to find an enemy. Because down and up had red parts on their maps. The other thing that's happening is we're being spoken to. And I don't like it. We're being spoken to. It's like the WoW is speaking to us, but it's telling us to do things that against the WoW. Anyways, this is maybe my favorite location in the game so far. This location, I mean, it's so fucking scary. When that thing keeps popping into existence inside of that glass container, but it's also, it's just been, we've gotten so much lore around here, which I think is part of it. We're on lower, right here. Fucking, it scared me. It scared me. Never mind, this is my least favorite part of the entire game. So, we just came into the dress room. This room is blocked off. So then down at the end of the hallway on the right is going to be our next red room. So, can't wait. Big fan. Can't wait. It still gives me the... Wait a second. I need to undo the lockdown. Shit. Up there is the thing. I need to undo the lockdown. I thought I had undone the lockdown for the entire building. All I have done is undo it for the upper floor, apparently. So let's override it. This is where things go bad. 100%. They have to. This is where things go bad. South hall of the floor basement. Robot repair bay? Repair bay? There's something living over there. That door's still red, which is great news for us. Okay. We can't be a coward. We got to do it. So I wonder if this is where we get power or cortex. What was that noise? Did I bump something? Okay. There's a stress ball in there. I could see it moving around. Tape. Can I chuck something in the trash? I've literally never done it. You can! Shoot, we'll just be here for a couple hours cleaning up. You know? Because if I don't have to... We don't need to throw that in the trash. We could throw something else. That's not going to fit, unfortunately. Ah! Why am I so invested? I don't know. Topa, Kate, and Bull. This looks more like Kate, right? Oh, it's strapped down. That's kind of scary. That makes me feel weird about it. Is this Kate? I don't remember. Probably Kate. Maybe? It's definitely not Bull. Okay, function. Stuff. Pressure, maybe. I don't know. Oh, boy. I really don't know. Branch. Oh, it's an A95 worker. It's neither. It's an A95 worker. It's got to be. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a chip on you or a power pack? Either one? Cortex chip diagnostics. Eject Cortex chip. Comms, motor, optics. Eject is this direction. Then what do I need to do here? Do they only... Wait. I'm confused. Do they only... Oh, you rotate them. That makes sense. They only send out in the direction of the gap in the 4 spots. So here's the thing. We want to eject the Cortex chip, but I also kind of want to see what happens if we power comms, right? Although now I'm getting flashbacks to Carl. I'm getting flashbacks to Carl, and that doesn't sound good. That sounds bad. That sounds real bad. Try motor. Or does it matter if we, like, which of these left things we do? That sounds the same. We'll turn that off. Yikes. What if we do this one? Sounds the same. Yikes. Okay. What if we tried motor? Okay. What if we did multiple at once? Okay, they do not appear to add up to anything just yet. What if we did all 3 at once? God, I hate that this game just, like, sort of makes you experiment with this stuff. You know? So we just need to do all 3. I understand. Okay. Well, that's not that hard. That does look a lot like my... I imagined the Cortex chip would be something smaller. Like a chip. But it's the whole, like, eyeball and it's the part you shove down onto the top of somebody's headless body. No signal to host. Okay, well. Can I unplug you? Can I do anything like... Okay, well, we have the thing. That's good, I guess. You look pretty human still. Although you do look very creepy. Dispatch. I say human, but you are also very, like, cyborgy. You got a lot of moving pieces in that chest that are not heart and etc. Okay. So I would imagine here we find lore and not a power pack. That's probably got to be upstairs, right? Status. Map of the world. Alpha into the... Okay. Yikes. Into the abyss. Take it to alpha in the abyss. This is us right now at Omicron. Alpha needs medicine. That looks like something on the left that's one big piece, turning into smaller pieces as you go. This looks like the mouth of a worm from Dune, just here to eat us. These look like radio or audio recordings. This is the Illuminati. There's a drawing of it right behind the post-it note too. The triangles with like an eye in the center. Ind Tau. What's the button to see the text? Ind Tau forward alpha or and alpha? Take the gel to alpha. Ind Tau forward alpha? Take the gel to alpha? Who's writing this? The heart of alpha. Okay. So at alpha, there may be a heart to the WoW. Okay. Oh, man. Illuminati. Okay. Definitely need to squeeze that. Okay. Hissy gloss. So! Outgoing Theta.
Strasky, are you there?
I hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check in. I have to go do something. I might not be around for a few days, okay?
Rally Herb leaving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
The listening post. This is
Okay, then.
January 2104. I have to do something important. Listen to me. So this is the most recent. They're out of order here, which I think is a little interesting. Incoming ACR.
Omicron, can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Everyone all right?
We will be as soon as we make friends with the power suits.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Look at that. Just wanted to check in before we pass the last working Lumar probe. Guys, any last words to Omicron? Don't forget to pick us up. You heard that, right?
Don't worry, we won't forget.
All right. Heading into radio silence.
Good luck, guys.
So my memory might be wrong, but that might be the group that heads out and gets killed by Acres. That might be that survey team. I can't tell. I don't know if the timelines match up exactly. It sounds like Raleigh like Herbs or whatever, Herbsy. An Eternal Nightmare is, I gotta say, I'm feeling a little bit vindicated. If that says an Eternal Nightmare, I feel like my worries about this place feeling a little bit vindicated. But here's the deal. I sort of have the same worry about the Ark. Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening like thematically here? Is that the WoW, we have to stop it. The WoW has created a sort of, because its job is to preserve humanity, or its desire is to do that, they've created a sort of eternal nightmare existence here where the humans are alive in that they are supplemented by structure gel and electricity and still like breathing a little bit, et cetera, et cetera. They're part of the WoW network, if you will. But like, I didn't see what that one said. But, you know, that's a potential terrible existence, and also the existence has changed so much from what the humans were. Is it really, are they really still existing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you have the Ark, which is a different thing has control, right? Catherine's simulation system has control there. Are we meant to look at those two things in the mirror at all? Are we meant to reflect, compare, contrast? I don't know. Both of them have at their center this preserve humanity, this desire, and this like preserve mankind is the word that they used, and this sort of like this eternal aspect to it, or like near eternal aspect. Stop the WoW. Why is the computer telling me to stop the WoW? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. I don't know. I'm just now piecing together that maybe the WoW and the Ark don't have particularly different... It sounds like they have very different mechanisms, but they may not have very different aims. Outgoing Tau.
Tau, please respond. This is Riley Herber calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Tau.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
We suffer. We suffer. It's like I said, I think last episode I said that I wondered if the messages I was getting were from people inside of the Ark. I think that's still possible. I'm thinking now that's not the case. It's from people inside of the WoW. It's from life inside of the WoW. That's my guess. Because we've seen them. We've seen them hooked up to structure gel and etc. We've seen them still murmuring or saying things. Like, we've seen echoes of human life in their eyes or in their mouths or whatever. And we've seen, we've seen them, like, slumped against the wall. We've seen some of them maybe seem to be a little bit more mechanical, and some of them are just, like, on like, the WoW life support almost. And that would make a lot of sense as the... I don't know how they have control of this, though. It's like a subset of WoW is fighting back. I don't know how they have control of the computers to send messages, though. But they don't have full control of the computers, because it looks like they're sort of like fighting with every second to get a small snippet of a message on screen to be like, hey, take this, do this, do this. I think that makes sense, though. I think that makes the most sense as to what's happening. I don't think it has to do with the Ark. I think it has to do with the WoW. But in a way, everything that has to do with the WoW has to do with the Ark. Because again, I think there's a mirror inserted between these two halves, these two sides of the same desire. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's how I'm reading the like thematic choice there. Okay, so what's outgoing Phi?
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Tau, please respond. This is Riley Herber calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
Unable to connect.
Okay.
Lumar relay out of range.
Okay. So Raleigh, I don't know how to say that word correctly. I keep wanting to say Riley, but I guess it's like Raleigh, like the city. Raleigh worked to the comms here. Maybe in this exact spot, I can't tell. Yeah, right here, because of the comm things. So these, I guess we have to assume, are Raleigh's messages, or Raleigh's scrawls. And Raleigh, I mean, these don't look good. In terms of, like, this is a sane person here. But I think we have to assume that Raleigh was, like, trying to get to the bottom of what's happening because of those other recordings, those voice recordings. And the mention of Alpha. And the mention of... And the digging deeper. Okay. So this is just locked? That's good news for me, because I don't want to go in there. So I guess the real question is... Oh, I wonder if it's Raleigh who is sending us the messages. Oh, fuck. Whispers. My heart. God damn it, I hate it. What's happening? I can't tell. Am I being chased or not? Fuck, that's scary. God damn it. Oh, God. Is it Raleigh who's sending us the messages is what I was trying to say. Is it Raleigh who's fighting back from inside of the WoW? Did Raleigh fail? Do I have to hit all 3 before I unlock these things? Is that what I have to do? Because I've hit it on 2 computers now. On 2, computers is the wrong word. On 2, like, consoles, or, like, places to control. I don't like the music. This one should not say anything. Yes. Okay, so then how do we get upstairs again? Upstairs is this way? God, I feel sick. I don't think we found Raleigh's body yet, right? That's storage. That's the dive room. We could technically go back and see if Catherine has any opinions about what we've grabbed so far. Right? We've grabbed 2 things. Catherine, you want to chat?
There has to be a power pack upstairs. Go look for one.
There you go. Upstairs. Great. No, wait. Is the body in here, Raleigh? Yeah. No. So I don't think it would make sense for Raleigh to be connected to the WoW. Although maybe. I don't know how this works. Because Raleigh's body... Because Raleigh's body is here, not on WoW life support. Not on hentai life support. So... is it just a part of WoW that has decided to... that has decided it doesn't like what's happening here? I don't know. It's hard to figure out. We also don't know what the pressure chamber does yet. You know? If we close that, does it allow us to do anything? No? Okay. Where were the stairs again? Fuck me, sideways. Jesus, Every time, man. That goes down. So where the fuck is the stairway that goes up? I'm lost. This one? It's this one. Yep. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, going upstairs, going upstairs. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to get all 3 pieces. And in the process have to do the override of the lockdown. And that's when things are going to go very badly. There's a door through there that's yellow, meaning we need to go that direction. Welcome to Site Omicron, Medical Research Facilities, Advanced Mariculture, Marine Culture, home of the ACR Abyss Climber Rig. Enjoy your stay. I won't, don't worry. Main entrance, okay. Let's go main entrance first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to undo it. Fuck. That's when whatever's being contained is not gonna be contained anymore. Oh boy. More dead bodies. And this is gonna sound fucked up. In a way, I prefer the dead bodies to the alive ones that are chasing me. What's that sound? Is that just music? Is that just atmospheric music? They shouldn't say anything. Cortex is not the black box. Black box is what I was thinking of last episode. Last episode I said the Cortex and the black box are the same. That's terrifying. I'm just looking to see if there's a black box in there. No. But I guess if maybe the WoW had somehow consumed or hooked up to the people's black boxes, then maybe they could be inside of the WoW fighting back. I don't know, dude. It's confusing to me. We got to click on them all just in case. Check your air supply and systems. This is how we get out. So is this is the dive room? No, this is the main entrance. So I wonder if we're going to have to bring our suit all the way back up here. God damn, I hate this. Okay. Time to undo the thing. Fuck me sideways with a stick. Fuck me sideways. Okay. It's go time, baby. Go time. This floor. That one's blocked off, though. So technically, we need to worry about right here. Power room. That's probably... And we need to worry about... Is this... I don't even think that's alive right now, right? That's all blocked off? Yeah, okay. So technically, we don't need to worry about that one. It's this one that we need to worry about. So I think we're going to go left hardcore real quick. Towards the West Hall. That glass is kind of cracked on top. I wonder if we could jump down there and break in. I don't know that I want to. Let's do it. I hate it. Go quick? I don't know. Should we go quick? Did I just hear something? I love this domed roof, though. It is very cool. I hate that the lights are flickering. Okay. Oh, this is a cool room. I highly doubt we're going to find a power pack in here, though. Dude, let's make some spinach. Damn it. Didn't work. Okay. Oh, it's because we have to do it from this end. Done. Looks kind of yummy. This video is brought to you by... I'm just kidding. All right. Nothing back here that opens, does it? Does it? Cool. No. It'd be funny if we took a power pack from like a... Wait. Oh, I was going to say, that'd actually be so funny if you had to take a power pack from like a refrigerator or freezer to run your new body. Oh, that would be so funny to me. I hate that that's not what happens. Do you think whatever's contained is what's eating their brains or popping their heads off or whatever? Probably, right? Good. That's what I have to be afraid of. Undelivered report number 1.
Johan Ross was found dead on the climber this morning. The ARC team went down a couple of days ago, but I see no reason to suspect them playing a part in his death. The climber can't be operated from the abyss, so there was a scheduled retrieval. The climber returned with only the lifeless body of Alpha member Johan Ross. No traces of the ARC team. Cameron, Eames, Lansky, all studying the body inside containment. I'll follow up with whatever they find. Delinda Est.
Delinda Est. What does that mean? Delinda Est. So Ross in jar is what I have written down. Ross is the is probably what keeps popping into existence and scaring the shit out of me in that glass place. That's what Ames, Lansky, and everybody is looking at or was studying. But Ross has died on the climber. We learned a lot of important details there. Ross died on the climber. The ARC team's gone, and the climber cannot be operated from the abyss, so it has a scheduled retrieval.
The WoW has been getting more aggressive, pushing all systems to their limits. Ironically, the dead Dr. Johan Ross would be the perfect person to ask why the WoW is making such a big buzz about his passing. After all, the WoW isn't supposed to want anything. And definitely not to mourn people. The system overload affects the staff considerably. Headaches, loss of sleep, unwarranted stress. And it seems to be getting worse. I could use some advice if you can get through. Delenda est.
Delenda est. This is a minor question, but I'm gonna write that down. What does Delenda est mean? Is it like a greeting or like a salutation in another language that I'm not aware of? So Ross dies, the WoW starts pushing things to its limits. This person says the WoW should not want anything. But we believe that the WoW wants to preserve humanity. So I don't know why there's a disconnect there. My thinking so far has been the WoW recognizes that humanity on the surface is dead. These people are doomed. And so its job is to find ways to preserve humanity. I guess that's a funny way to think of preserving. The WoW is just pickling humanity. Structure gel is just brine. And the WoW is taking humanity, putting them in pickle jars, and keeping them alive. They're preserving them for another day. That's a terrible thought. All right, number 3.
Things are out of hand. The staff looks like they're about to explode. Every
Like-
other person walks around with nosebleeds, and the rest keep wiping stains of blood from their eyes to keep them from overflowing. It's to do with the WoW trying to free Ross somehow, for sure. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the body just got up and left. Rally Herber, our dispatcher, has been snooping around asking questions she shouldn't. She says she's going down into the abyss to find Alpha. I can't bring myself to stop her.
That explains what's happening to their fucking heads. They're just literally overloaded. How is the WoW overloading them, though? Is it the black box? Is it like in what way? This person, I think, is the person that Raleigh was surreptitiously taping audio recording earlier. I think it's the same accent. But I'm really bad with accents. They said I wouldn't be surprised if Ross's body just up and tried to break out or whatever. Is that what it's doing? Because it kind of looks like it. What happens if we hit send? Unable to establish link. Okay. Those are recordings. What about documents? Tau evacuation. On September 13th, Vic Auclair ordered the staff at Tau to evacuate, move up to the plateau. Together with engineer Alan Waldeck, I descended into the abyss to assist the evacuation. Following protocol, we waited at the climber platform for 140 minutes, made several attempts to contact WoW. I decided to move towards the site, thinking I might intercept them. That's when I noticed the guiding lights flickering, and soon the whole path shut down. Omega sector swallowed by darkness. I pushed on with my floodlight until I heard screaming over the short-range radio. It carried on, breaking in and out of range. Screaming over the short range. As I hurried closer to investigate, I came upon the lacerated body of field worker Espinosa. Something big had almost cut her in two. I considered the importance of saving Tau, and more specifically Ross, as I heard Espinosa's colleagues getting massacred over the radio. Seeing no way to possibly improve the situation, I hurried back to the climber and left the people at Tau to their fate. Okay. Tau Karth notes. With some luck, Ross made it back to Tau and is able to continue his work at Alpha. This part is very confusing to me. Ross is downstairs in a glass jar of emotion, I'm pretty sure. With some luck, Ross made it back to Tau and is able to continue his work at Alpha. To avoid further disturbances, I have decided to report the evacuation as a complete failure, hoping it will stop Theta from attempting another one. Claudia Ames, the manager of Omicron, has already ordered the climber to stay at the plateau for now. My report on the savage wildlife scared everyone enough to even stop Waldeck and Darby from maintaining the Loomer probes. It's a good thing Gulaski's off-site. Okay, Gulaski's the one who is being... Gask is the one who's being called back. Because I have a feeling he would not have approved. The restrictions came out slightly more severe than I had anticipated, but I'll take it, as long as Ross is left alone to work with the WoW. So it seems like for some... And I'm not picking up on all the details here. I'm a little bit confused because I can never remember which site is which, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm bad with the Greek letters and a mental map of where everything is. But it seems like the important thing for me to learn here is Ross being left alone to work with the WoW. It's like Ross is the last hope of the WoW. We learned from another note that like Ross and the WoW deeply intertwined. Ross was the authority on the WoW. Carthage. Julia Dahl, Johann Ross, and Sarang. What does that mean? Carthage. This is a glitched image of a workstation. Okay. This is the place with the suits. This is probably the descending like grid work that the climber goes down. That's a hallway. Looks kind of rusty almost. This might be the person we're speaking with, or whose computer we're looking at. The person who does not have the heart to tell Raleigh no. Why not have a meeting about the meeting? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Oh, shit, I forgot. We should be quiet. Okay. Great. Well, I would rather do that, read lore all day, than go into this quarantined part. So, wish me luck. Let's get these chairs out of the way so that I do have a little bit of a way to walk in case I have to, like, come back to here. Okay. This is the thing we saw through the door. Through the gap. Then over there is where we gotta go. So it looks like on the map, bad shit to the right, 2 doors, and the one on the left, the one at the end of the hallways, probably what we want. Just working up my courage, don't worry. Oh, it looks like it's closed off. Hell yeah. Right? I mean, it's making some noises, which I don't love. But storage, maybe a place to hide. Okay. God, I'm fucking nervous. Not a power pack. Not a power pack. Don't make me walk into the bad room. I want to find the power pack now so I don't have to go in. Wow. Can we just break everything that says wow and see what happens? Probably not. Don't know where this goes. There's a tentacle. Can I go around that? Shit, I don't want to go by it. I'm afraid it's going to reach out and hit me. This person's head is just like tapped in. I'm so fucking scared. There's something standing over there. Okay, before we go there, let's look at this first. I hate the way that tentacle moves. Okay. Oh boy. What's this? Power pack storage? High performance rechargeable lithium sulfur packs. 515 watt hours. Standard. S3 connection. Haimatsu's energy PAL for machine tools, exo rigs, and power suits. When depleted, recharge the pack in a Haimatsu charger or other S3 compatible charger. Okay. That's what it looks like. Okay. There are none here, which sucks. Okay. But now we know what it looks like, so that's good. Fuck me, dude. God damn it. I hate that I can hear my footsteps. Even despite the fact that I'm crouching. It looks like it's crying. I'm gonna hit one of these things. Oh, it turned its lights on. Don't move. No, I don't want to. I don't want you to move. Oh, I can't see it, but I can see the thing I need. It's right there. Fuck. Sounds like it's coughing. Okay, we gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. Simply must go for it. This is so fucking terrifying. What does this thing do? Nothing? Why? Ah. Jesus. I'm so flipping scared. I gotta walk. Right in front of it. This is gonna go bad. There's no way this goes well. It's interesting that it's like transforming. They're like transforming in and out of more monstrous, what we know. Do I have to go without looking at it? Is that the key? That sounds terrible. I don't know how to do that. Don't look. I think I pissed it off. I'm fucking dead, right? Is it fast as shit? Oh my god. It's right there. Fuck me, dude. It's right there. How fast is it? Do I need to run here or do I need to sneak? I can't tell. Let's just go for it. Let's just send it. I sort of think we've done it. Get me the fuck out of here so quickly. Can I redo the lockdown? The other thing is that I think the lower floor might now have a bad thing on it. I cannot redo the lockdown. Can I get out of here? I would like to get out of here. Main entrance. Stairwell. Do I need to keep crouching? I don't know. Closing that just for funsies. At least I'll hear the door open. Okay. Where is it? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where is the person who was here? Fuck. Fuck, dude. Oh! You'll do what now? Who? Did the glass just break? I think it all did. Yeah, the glass is broken. For sure. Okay. Everything's red. There's something that way. Stop it. Stop. What's happening here? Stop. Oh, I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack. Okay. I'll follow you there. It was the other thing is, I mean, not to, but that voice sounded more human and more male than I expected. Is it chasing me? Is it chasing me? Is it following me? This is the thing that was, this is the person that was plugged in on the wall. They have a claw hand. I hate that shit. This is the one that was plugged in on the wall at the bottom of the staircase that was no longer there. That's the most horrifying thing you can do, by the way. So you're not following me there? Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. Hope and pray. Go. Hope and pray. Hope, pray. Hope, pray. Hope, pray. Cross your fingers. Hope, pray. Cross your fingers. Hope and pray. Hope and pray. We can do it. We can do it. Ah! Fuck me, dude. No, 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 no.
Shut the door, Cap.
Oh my god.
Lock the door.
It's locked! What's going on?
I managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
Oh boy. I have to say, I'm a little bit upset with myself that I didn't, for this playthrough, record my heart rate as well. Because that has to be, if not the most scared I've ever been. Like, there was a moment in Resident Evil, there were a couple moments in Resident Evil 7 that maybe are the scaredest, the most scared I've ever been. I feel like not to the point where I need to take a break and step away from the game, but like close. That's if that's not the most scared I've ever been, it's goddamn close.
We need to assemble your new body with the things you collected. Just stuff all of it into the suit with the dead body.
Just shove it all in there? Is that how scientific we need to be?
Stuff the chip, the battery pack,
Stuff?
and the gel into the power suit.
Why do you keep just saying stuff? I feel like that I'm not as I don't feel very confident when you just say stuff. That's okay, that's one.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
That's two.
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. All right, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
Let's just close it just in case, right? Oh, fuck, dude. Okay. Cortex activity is a fail. Body temperature is a fail. But let's try it again because we're going to add some electricity. And I think it might pop off. Oh, we have to do this. There's no other chance for us to move forward.
Can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
But I
Then
can't
why don't
believe
we
we're
put
doing
you
this.
in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
What a beautiful twist. So you're telling me now I get to be inside of the chip, and you the inside of the tool, and you get to be in the body? A reversal of the power structure we've had where I carry you around? Is that what's happening? She said if necessary at the end there, so I'm kind of wondering if that's... I mean, this is a trust. This is a trust exercise beyond any trust, and maybe it's because I'm so scared because something just chased me down a goddamn hallway. And maybe it's just because I've had a lot of suspicions about Kath recently because I'm a paranoid motherfucker. But I gotta wonder if this isn't gonna go exactly how Kath says it will. Lock parameters. That's gotta be... I wonder what that means. Okay. The other thing... Oh, shit, dude. Okay. So, the other thing I was going to say is that we're going to get followed by that voice. By the WoW. I don't think that's the WoW. I think that's some version or variation. I mean, it might be the WoW. I don't know. But it's Ross's body. Ross's body breaks out of the jar, and then right after that, we hear a male voice, a humanish voice, say, what sounds like a male voice, say, I will follow you. The male voice says, I will follow you into the dark. I'm sorry, that's a joke for nobody but me. A male voice that sounds a lot like Benjamin Gibbard of Death Cab for Cutie. So I think I think what's taking over the computer might be Ross fighting against his own creation. I don't know that he's the creator of the WoW. I think he's sort of the keeper of the WoW.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it. Just make them line up.
Yeah, no, that part makes sense. But amplitude, I believe, is the degree to which it goes up and down. So I think amplitude goes down. No, okay, my bad. I'm controlling the one. It needs to go up. I'm controlling the solid line. The amplitude needs to be about there, but then we need to offset and change the frequency. I think frequency goes down 1, and then offset. Amplitude is still wrong. So amplitude needs to be 7, I think. Which means every time you change these, that means the other things need to change. Nailed that. Okay. So this makes it seem like if our chips are... I'm still confused about what's happening. Am I entering the body or are you? Am I pulling out of this body and you're pulling into the other body? Pulling out is not an effective method. Okay. Lock parameters.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
I'm just saying, my suspicions, my paranoid about on the verge of a panic attack suspicions are high.
Go sit in the pilot seat.
And my writerly instincts are also, this is when we've got to be at that point, right? We're right before the climax in terms of plot, I think, because there's not that many locations left. Right now would be when things go most wrong.
Stop messing around and sit down in the pilot seat.
Yes, Kath, whatever you say. Right now would be when we do the like huge reversal or huge twist or etc. So let's try it and let's see how much we can trust Kath.
Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indian stock photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
Okay, so we did stay in the body. Like we stayed in the cortex.
Did you run a diagnosis or something?
No.
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
My brain went through 3 different possibilities at once. Catherine left me in the body and took over this, and now we play as Catherine. That's not what happens. Instead, we just cloned ourselves. Now there's 2 of me running around. Now there's 1 in a body that I'm probably going to have to go kill or something. If I don't want it to stay in this place forever. Now there's 2 of us.
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's
Okay,
gonna
well.
happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if...
Yeah, it's the obvious
What if he
solution.
didn't need to wake up?
You do
Solution.
that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There.
Oh.
I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Did she eject herself? Is that what she just did? What a genius thing. It's not that we don't trust Kath. It's that all of a sudden we have... It's the thing that this game really likes to do. It's the maneuver that this game really likes to do. Oh, hey, player. You wandered into this philosophical quandary of a shit show. Here, have some power. Make some choices. In hindsight, 2020. Of course, we're creating a copy. It's not how Kath is so, unfortunately, and Kath's voice actor did a really good job of this. Unfortunately, Kath is distraught for what seems like a perfectly reasonable reason. I've spent the last 10 hours learning about how this world works and how these scans work. You're not removing the brain and chucking it in another body. You're copying and pasting. The original is still there. You're not cutting and pasting, you're copying and pasting. The original is still there. And there's no way around it because I can't pop off my own cortex chip and then stick it in another body because the minute I do, I'm no longer functioning. It's not like I can sit here and be like, all right, let's get ready. Boop, boop. No, that's not going to work. And here's the problem. My gut tells me to make a certain decision real quick right here, and I'm just going to walk through it. I don't know what decision you made. I don't know what decision you feel strongly about. Here's what my gut tells me. My gut tells me to flip the switch. Because I saw what was outside of that door. I know that there's one suit, and I'm in it. This person right here, who we're going to go look at, because it's our duty if we're going to do this, we have to look at him. My gut tells me to flip that switch. Catherine doesn't want to be here anymore, by the way. We should talk about that too. Catherine's voice acting there is amazing. And the fact that Simon is very mean to her about something he probably should have. Could Catherine have told us more clearly exactly what was going to happen? Absolutely. Catherine could have said, hey, just before we do this, just so you're aware, we should talk through it. I know you're a little newer to this world than I am. I do this as a day job. You don't. This is what's going to happen. There's going to be a body with a copy of your brain in it. That body's going to be the you that you were 10 seconds ago. And we're going to have to decide what to do with it or to leave it here. Oh, fuck. This is great. This is so good. I mean, I just admire this game. I just admire it so much. Oh, boy. Because there's the other part of it. There's the other part of it, too. I guess another thing to think about, right? Is this. We can decide. We currently have a decision to either prevent future suffering right now by flipping the switch, or to nearly guarantee future suffering by allowing them to live. But also, you do guarantee that this person, this person has the ability, the capacity to make that decision for themselves. It's not like if we leave right now. I got to be so careful talking through this because I have to challenge my assumptions at every single step of the way. And I'm sure I'm still going to miss stuff. I think if we leave right now, this person will wake up in a few hours, week, whatever, and will have the same sensation experience I'm having right now. The same capacity to choose, the same et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That would then give them the opportunity to find a way out. I don't think there's a way out. There's no more suits, and that way's fucking death. Death or worse with the WoW. We'll get to that. Or to make their own way out, if you know what I mean. At least they would have the choice in that situation, which I do weigh highly. That's why I think this situation is different than somebody without the capacity to choose for themselves in a few hours. The capacity to choose for themselves whether or not to exit. Like, if I find a human hooked up to a human in this world hooked up to the WoW on life support, on hentai life support, I do not believe at that point that they have the capacity to choose a way out for themselves. And so, especially knowing what they once were, to me, it feels like easing the suffering. It feels like they are imprisoned in a way that they cannot even opt out of. This person, I believe, could opt out of it. Here's the problem. The other option that I think could happen is I think the WoW is sort of consuming and preserving in its eyes people very much like this. That's a consciousness in a cortex chip that I think, and a body currently powered, that I think if the WoW got its hands on, would be suffering in a similar, maybe not the exact same way, fashion to the thing that just chased me down the hallway. Sort of default state suffering. Like, that's what we learned, I think, on this level right there, is that when the WoW wasn't piloting it, it was sitting there miserable, crying, coughing, suffering. And then when the WoW takes over, it's a prisoner. It's a different consciousness almost. And I think basically what we're going to give this person, me, the option of is they're going to wake up, discover what happened to them or remember what happened to them and piece it together, and have to choose suicide or consumption by the WoW. Which is, in my mind, and potentially in theirs, a eternal suffering, eternal torture, a version of that, right? So I think where my line is, personally, at this moment, I can't say that I don't even know that I've 100% stuck to this so far in the game. But I think where my line is that this one has the capacity to choose their own end. In a way that Carl, who I basically killed accidentally, but I think I would have done the same thing. In a way that Carl didn't have the capacity to. In a way that the robots, when I had to decide I think that was Delta, when I had to decide what robot to remove a Cortex chip from, in a way that they don't necessarily have the intelligence, question marks around that whole sentence, to choose. And in a way that the people I have sort of unplugged from WoW life support along the way did not have a capacity to choose. I believe this person will have the capacity, and therefore I am going to let them choose when they wake up, assuming they wake up before this door breaks down, which might not happen. Am I 100% comfortable with that? No, not at all. I'm very uncomfortable with this whole situation. Wildly uncomfortable with it. But I also think I'm being fair here, because to me, oh boy, one of the hardest things about being a human, to me, one of the hardest things about being a human is that I feel much of the time like I'm piloting this rationalization justification machine up here. I feel as if I am in charge. Am I as in charge as I would like to believe? I don't think so. Am I the reason I call it a rationalization and a justification machine is that in some ways you could phrase it, or in some ways you could view it, that the thing up here that the brain, the narrative maker that is our brains and our consciousness, in some ways, if you had to say what is the primary purpose of it, or one of the primary purposes, you could say, and I don't 100% hold this opinion myself, but I do recognize it's part of what the brain does. You could say that part of what the brain does is just to justify what we end up choosing. It's to rationalize after the fact what we do end up choosing. Are we 100% logical, rational actors that choose amongst an array of options because we have equally weighed the pros and cons of all of them? No, of course we are not. We are semi-rational beings tied to bodies with hormones, with feelings, with evolutionary drives that lead us to make decisions that are not always 100% to our own benefit, or that are too much to our own benefit and not rational, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're not 100% rational. But the job of this thing is to make us believe that we are. And so whatever I'm choosing here, I've gone down the fucking rabbit hole with this goddamn game. Whatever I'm choosing here, I like to think I'm being critical of the way that my rationalization machine in particular works. What I mean by that is this. I've walked through this game with a trigger-happy finger on the topic of easing suffering. I've been really happy to ease the suffering of people, aka assisting people in ending their own lives or doing it for them. And mostly the latter, actually. So knowing that that's, for some reason, my sort of default status in much of this game, I think this decision has legs. Because I feel like I am resisting that decision. Now, here's the question, right? Am I resisting that leaning to go the other way and think logically and philosophically and ethically through this problem and therefore choose to let this thing live? Or am I simply rationalizing after the fact that this was me 3 seconds ago and I don't want to kill myself? I don't know. This is the hell of being inside of a rationalization machine. The true horror is not the fucking monster breaking down this door. It's the thing that I call myself. I'm going to leave it alive, and I'm going to leave that whole thought right there. But I am going to look it in the eyes first and just think for a second. This was me. This was me up until... I mean, it is me. This is a copy of me. It is not the other. It is me. It's a different copy. Execute drain battery. I'm a copy of it, is what I should say. It is, you know, it is me, but we're living different experiences. I'm going to leave it. All right, it's time to get out of here. What's that? Is it from the play No Exit by Jean-Paul Sartre, which I have read and I really enjoyed? Is it from that where Sartre says, hell is other people? Counterpoint, Sartre. Hell is yourself. Hell is being inside of your own brain. Hell is being inside of your own brain and being just aware enough of how your brain and how your brain is leading you astray. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. What a game. What an ingenious game. Major props to the writers and developers of this game. I'm going to be thinking about this one. I'm going to be thinking for a little while. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode and enjoyed one particular flawed rationalization machine's take on this game. Shout out to one of our most recent Patreon supporters. Keep it Cassie. Hi, Cassie. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. This very existentially fraught episode goes out to you. Thanks. See ya. Bye.